On Patreons. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a nice new year. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of new coins that I'm looking at on this channel. Some small cap coins, some larger cap coins, different categories of coins. Before we start entering this bull cycle, because the Bitcoin halving is gonna be happening around April, so we should see a pullback before then. So we should see a pullback by late January, early February, or possibly late February. But by March, you should see a rally. But in the meantime, I'll pretty much just be dropping a whole bunch of videos just talking about different coins that I'm looking at, different coins that I'm actually invested in. None of this is financial advice. Make sure you guys still do your own research before investing in any of these coins. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first coin that I'm talking about is Planet. So Planet is on the ETH chain. It came out literally back in May. So it's a brand new coin. The reason why I'm looking at it, it does have a small market cap, so it's only 80 M's, so 80 million. The price is, it's actually doing pretty good. I want to see if we can hold this support, resistance turn support, or are we going to keep coming down into this range? I'll go more into the price action after I'm done explaining about all the rest of this. So what is the whole point of this token? This token is pretty much just, the whole goal of this token is sustainability, and pretty much it's more of a earth-friendly token. The whole point is, as people are collecting the token, they're able to unlock rewards, but also part of the profit from the token is actually going towards sustainability when it comes to the planet. So they want to provide climate action, responsibility, sustainable cities and communities, life below water. They want to pretty much just give back. Now, that's one thing that caught my attention, because I've never seen any coin in the crypto space talking about this right now. They did just release this on Binance, the Binance chain, because as you can see, these are the DEXs, but also the centralized exchanges, because you got PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Bybit, Gate.io, all these. But back to what I was saying. So the whole point that drove me to this was, it had a small market cap. So this coin is only 80 million. There's only 1.5 million in liquidity, and I'm actually going to show you something else that's a little crazy. So when I look at coins that just come out, the first thing that I look at is how big is the market cap. So 80 M's for a market cap coin that's talking about sustainability, and they're pretty much, their whole mission is to pretty much give back towards the planet and help make the planet more eco-friendly. They do that through owning the coin. You can lock it up for mystery boxes, exclusive NFTs. That's another thing that started driving me towards this space, just because of the NFTs. And if you guys have been watching my videos, I've been talking about everything that happened last cycle is going to happen this cycle. The only difference is, due to the Bitcoin spot ETF, then followed by the Ethereum, followed by other layer ones, what's going to happen is it's now going to make crypto mainstream. So what's going to happen is, everyone who didn't get into crypto previously is now going to start thinking about crypto, because once they pass the ETF, people can now buy the ETF instead of buying Bitcoin from the blockchain. You understand? Because some people don't even know what a blockchain is, right? So that's the beginning part, right? So it makes the accessibility more easier for people to get into this space. So literally everything that was last cycle is going to come back this cycle. So NFTs is going to come back. NFTs, I feel like, are going to be hot again. This is definitely, because I've never seen a coin that its main focus is climate change and pretty much sustainability. I like the NFTs, so you can unlock NFTs mystery boxes. It goes more in depth into it. They also have a buyback function. So pretty much the buyback function, pretty much like what it says, you get early discounts to NFTs. You can also get on NFT whitelist. That's very big, because especially if the NFT space comes back, which more than likely it will, no problem. You got to think about it. If you're able to get on a whitelist, you're able to get an NFT before the general public even has access to the NFT, you know what I mean? And that's usually always a bonus. And then it pretty much rewards the holders. So it pretty much goes into talking about other chains. As you can see, just like what I said, Binance, Chainlink, Binance Oracle. So the reason why this is another thing that caught my attention, even though CZ's under a lot of investigation right now because of the whole SEC, FTX fiasco, Chainlink is another big thing because there's a lot of big players in Chainlink. There's a lot of big money in Chainlink. And when we go over to look at how the holders, it's actually pretty crazy. So they pretty much go into talking about the blueprint. So their blueprint is to get about 16 trillion market. So that's crazy alone. So Planet aims to be groundbreaking in performance, poised to transform the 16 trillion real world asset. That's what RWA stands for, market. Through our business model and practices, we integrate the dynamicism of Web3 with robust of RWA, creating a synergy that unlocks unprecedented yields and fosters sustainable growth and track to generate 100 million in revenue within the first operational year, which is pretty good. Aligning with influencers and celebrities who share deep-rooted passions for preservation, enhance, and resonance of initiative with both the celebrity audience and broader public. This is another thing that drew my attention. They are teaming up with celebrities. Just like last cycle, you had a lot of people promoting a lot of these different NFTs, not even just NFTs, but also cryptos, right? Yeah, that is sort of a red flag because what that does is that now brings in exit liquidity. But the other thing is if you're able to get into something that becomes hot, it could be a whole, because the first thing that goes to mind is once you have celebrities involved, you already now start to generate a huge audience, right? So if we look at Planet, right, one of the people Planet just signed, well, didn't some people Planet just had brought onboarded was Messi. Well-known soccer player. Arguably one of the greatest soccer players out here right now of all time, right? And they have Messi now promoting this. So if they were able to acquire Messi, what's to say they can't acquire some higher A, because Messi is definitely an A-list celebrity, who they can definitely acquire more A-list celebrities, right? So now you got all this attention, all these eyes on this coin now, right? So definitely another green flag, right? So pretty much it goes into talking about the phases and stuff like that. None of this is financial advice. Make sure you guys still do your own due diligence. I'm just letting you know what coins I'm looking at. Like me personally, I did throw about $100 in this, and I'm gonna see what happens with it. The other reason, when it comes to coins, right? So yeah, it has. This is the key factor right here. There is locked liquidity, meaning there is some of the VCs have the liquidity, but they're not able to sell until 12 months later, right? So they're not going to be able to sell until around May, right? April, May, when the halving is. You understand? So that's one thing to definitely keep an eye on. But there is a lot that's burned. The other thing is if we go to Etherscan, hang on. So if we go to Etherscan, this was another thing I was looking at. So the supply is locked at a 1 trillion, right? Yeah, 1 trillion. You have a lot of exchanges happening, right? You have a lot of people buying it. The other thing is when I look at coins, and I talked about this on previous videos, is I look at the holders, right? Because the holders will tell you exactly what the project is. Because if you have someone who has 10% of the supply, right, that's pretty risky because at any point in time, yeah, he's going to face slippage depending on how much liquidity there is, but he can dump on your head. You understand? Because at any point in time, he can just sell his 10% and get out, and you're now in drawdown of 80-90% on your investment. Not financial advice, but if we look at the holders, right? If we look at the holders, this is the key thing, right? So yeah, you got Bybit, you got Meg, you got a couple exchanges, right? Wormhole, Token Bridge, right? I look at to see how much would it cost to be in the top 50, right? So I go all the way down to the top 50. That usually tells me, okay, if I want to get in the top 50, because usually the top 50 make a good amount of money. In order to be in the top 50, you have to have about 3.3 billion tokens, and that is a estimated evaluation right now of over $250,000. Meaning, this person has about $250,000. Everyone up from here has over $250,000 to $500,000 to almost $1 million in this coin. Meaning, they cannot dump because there's not even that much liquidity to even dump it to, right? Because if someone dumped, right, say one of the top 10, they can't even dump because they have 1.6. That's more than liquidity. They wouldn't even be able to sell all of it. So that is pretty good. That's another good thing, right? This project is also new. This project is very volatile. I mean, it is a first crypto of its kind. Like, I've never seen any type of renewable planet climate change focused crypto coin out there right now so far. And plus, with them trying to get celebrity attention, they're trying to bring in more people, more eyes, especially when it comes to crypto. So this could be good. And you got to also realize this is also on the Binance chain. So you got to realize there's now 2 chains that offer it. So you got Ethereum and you also got BNB. And you have smaller liquidity. Market cap is pretty small. Reasonably, if this were to rip, it could definitely do a 10x. 10x is possible. Like 10x, like it literally did a 10x recently. Like this high is a 10x. You understand? 10x right here. If it comes back to all-time highs right here, that's a 10x. Which it's close to, you know what I mean? So anything can happen, you know what I mean? And this is a good chart. Looking at it right now, like, there's not really a lot of volatility. And this is it on the daily, you know what I mean? That's another thing I look at. Because you could tell if cryptos are rugs, because this is a chart with decent price action, right? So you can see the pumps, you can see the dumps, you can see the consolidation, you can see the retracement, right? Now, if you go to other coins, right? Like, say, for example, if you go to, like, look at this. You're going to see huge wicks on the daily. Like, look at this. This is really not good price action, right? What this candle just shows me on the daily is there was hella sellers that just stepped in and sold a lot of this, right? Plus, there's no liquidity. You understand? These are small coins. You understand? So, a couple key takeaways that I'm looking at when it comes to that coin. It's focused on sustainability, climate change. First coin I've ever seen focus on that. It's focused also on NFTs, white paper, right? So now that can now, if they drop an NFT, say a rarity one, right? That now intrigues the NFT space, aka brings in the NFT buyers, and the NFT buyers have money, right? Because most of these NFT buyers are buying JPEGs for 20 plus K on the JPEG. You understand? So that's more liquidity they got coming in. The third thing is they are bringing celebrity influencers on. Yeah, they don't know anything about, like, Messi don't know anything about crypto, but what that does is that now brings more attention, more audience to it, right? You only need so many people to do 1,000x. You understand? Fourth, low market cap, right? It's only 80 million. So at an $80 million market cap, a 10x is really not that bad because it goes from 80 million to 800 million. That's still a small market cap compared to most coins, right? And even a honey, it goes to 8 billion, right? Which is still even a small market cap compared to a lot of other coins. You understand? Like, me looking at this coin right now, what I see right now when I look at this coin is I don't see no downside at all. Like, yeah, I threw in $100, worst comes to worst, I lose the $100, it's fine. But can I make it 10x? Definitely. Possibly. Can I make it 100x? Yeah, possibly. Can I make it 1000x? Yeah, possibly. But 1000x is a little bit of a stretch. But this is like one of the shot coins that I'm looking at right now. Let me know if you guys feel what you guys feel about this coin. But like what I said, not financial advice. Make sure you guys do your own research.